Alright guys, so we're out here now on this the rock job. So you can see all this is overgrown right here, all the way down over to there, and the rock only is in this little tiny area. So we're going to strip all that there and then do some sheeting down, and then there's a pile of these rocks up in there that I'll be able to get to, and then the other set of rocks is right here. So we're pretty much going to take all this, strip this all the way down there and back, get all this out of here, and then put geomat down, and then rebuild this wall with these rocks. So right now my goal is to try to get the excavator up inside here, and it's not crazy steep, it's kind of flat right here, but it's definitely a little bit there. So but that good thing is that's all just dirt, so I should be able to just take the bucket and just drag and scoop it out. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started on that now. Alright, so I end up just cutting me a path. Started from down there, cut me all the way down here, and it's all going to get back filled in once I get it. But I'm going to change out my bucket now and start, and all this stuff that I just broke up, I'm going to drag it all the way down there so I can pile it up in that corner over there. And then after I do that, then we're going to attack these rocks and pretty much start pulling all the rocks back and maybe make a pile of rocks somewhere over here, somewhere in this direction over here, so we can get all this back to dirt. And then from there we'll just end up smoothing it all back out and everything, and then sheeting, and then all square one. So it's not going too bad. It was a little sketchy at first because how steep it was, but just made sure I kept the bucket towards the water, so that way if I was to tip, I could throw the bucket down and stop me. So, but now we're all good. So I'll go ahead and swap out the bucket, and then we'll start dragging all this stuff backwards. So I got most of this pile out of here. What's left over, I'm just gonna hand shovel. Come back tomorrow and do that part. It's nice and windy today on this lake, which makes it feel a lot better. Yeah, this thing's been doing really good. I may or may not go ahead and make an extension piece because it does need to dump a little bit higher. It would be a little bit nicer if it went up a tiny bit higher. It's not hurting it the way it is. The good thing is this thing's not tippy at all. I mean, this right here is pretty some steep angle, and this thing is yet to even feel like it's gonna tip. Even like in the last video you saw me go over them logs, it's really stable, and it's probably because how big the tracks are. And I just noticed, I got a snake, small little snake must have got up inside the tracks. The other nice thing is the gear, the sprocket gear, the drive gear is up high, so rocks aren't getting bound up like the Excavator is really bad about getting rocks inside there and binding up, and then it'll kick your track off. Or now, one thing I do want to change now, since I'm using a lot more, is the thumb, the hydraulic thumb. If I can make that a foot pedal instead of that hand, instead of using your hand, because a lot of times when I'm scooping the stuff, I have to stop and then lower that and then finish. And it'd be nice if I just had it ran off my left foot, so that way I could just run that. I don't really care to have the tracks driving by your feet, because with these machines being a single pump, you can't drive and use it at the same time. So, but if I could use the thumb with my foot, that would actually be really nice. So yeah, the goal is, and if you know of anything, let me know in the comments. I've been kind of looking. I saw there was a company that had some, but they're sold out. But if you guys have any ideas or anything like that, let me know, because I'd like to do one. So this side here, I'll finish this part tomorrow. And like I said, I don't know if I said it or not, but this is gonna be like a two-part video because my computer's down right now and I have to use my phone, and I can only do so much before my phone locks up. So we'll go ahead and so the next video we'll be getting this side finished, we'll be getting the geomat down, and then rebuilding that rock wall, and then we're done here. And then all this should look pretty good. I'm doing that side last because of course we're driving through there. I don't want to do it and then be driving through it, so that's absolutely last. And I'm probably going to have some rocks delivered for that side to finish that side up. I still got this and then that over there. So hope you guys liked the video, and if you like this kind of stuff, you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out, and I kind of want to see this channel hit 1,000 subscribers. So if put the word out for me, that'd be nice. So hope you guys have a good day. Like I said, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.